All right, time to get super jacked and motivated. Welcome to today's workout and exercises. Today we're changing it up. We talked about it. We are going to break our workout again down to 3 rounds. Round number 1, though, we're going to do cardio and we're going to be on the treadmill. We've got access to the treadmill, so we want to use it to the best of our ability. 15 minutes, we want to increase our heart rate and we want to sweat. We want to breathe hard, increase the frequency of our breathing. For the second round, we're going to include 4 resistance band exercises: the squat with the iso bicep curl, and then we move straight into a regular bicep curl. So you're going to feel some fatigue in those biceps, all right? And then we're going to use the diagonal shoulder pull. We're going to anchor the resistance band below one of our legs or both, depending on the resistance level that you want. And then we'll do the overhead shoulder extension, which we're used to. We'll face forward and backwards, and that's to improve our range of motion. All right, and then for round 1, we do the treadmill for 15 minutes. We'll do it at an incline. We want to make sure we increase our heart rate and our breathing frequency. Once we've done that, we will have targeted blood glucose and our glycogen stores. Our body wants to maintain those stores in the event of fight or flight, all right? So basically, it's going to transfer the energy usage to fat stores, all right? So this is the beta oxidation. And we're going to get right into exercise number 1, which is the squat and iso bicep curl, all right? So we're curling the bicep and keeping it isolated. We're not moving it. And then we have our feet shoulder width apart. We're not going to buckle our knees inside or outside. We're going to keep them as straight as possible. It's the tract of the patella. Call this patella tracking. That's your kneecap. All right, so by this time you are engaging those quadriceps, the hip flexion, hip extension, knee flexion, knee extension, and then we're gonna do 10 bicep curls. All right, and you will feel fatigue in those biceps. All right, nice and easy. We want to keep the elbows tucked at the sides. And we're not swinging our shoulders or anything like that. We're just isolating the bicep. And then from here, we're going to anchor the resistance band beneath one of our feet. If I'm pulling with the left arm, I want to anchor beneath the right leg, okay? And we're going to pull diagonal. And we're going to work the deltoids, the trapezius. We want to keep our backs as straight as possible. I've got heavy resistance bands here, so we've got the green and the black band in this image. All right, and then we're simply going to switch. And then we're simply switching up arms, and we'll do our 15 reps with the right arm, anchoring the band below our left leg. All right, it's a nice controlled motion. We're working the upper shoulder area or the deltoids, and then the trapezius muscle that connects your neck with your shoulder. We will be minorly working the rhomboids or the shoulder the shoulder blade or the scapula retraction, all right? And so we're working major muscle groups and the minor ones that are responsible for our posture. And then moving straight from there, we want to take our resistance band and we want to anchor it above our head and perform our favorite overhead shoulder extenders, right? We're going to do 15 reps facing forward, and then we will do 15 reps facing backwards. The difference between forward and backward, obviously the starting position is going to start about chest high. That's your starting position. Then we're going to breathe out, and then breathe in to reset, and then breathe out. All right, so we're breathing in, resetting. And now we face away from the anchor. And we finish. So we're breathing in and resetting. Adjust yourself as needed. Breathe out. Breathe out. You're breathing out during the contraction that we're focused on. The contraction is the shoulder extension, and we want to let the resistance band guide our range of motion higher. It assists us. If I were there and I were training you in person, I would be behind you, and I would be guiding those arms above the head as much as possible without pain, of course. We only want to use our range of motion to the point where we're comfortable. We never want pain. If we have pain, then we've got to seek medical attention if we feel like it's something that needs to be addressed. Or we take a break and try it another day. All right, so we'll finish up. Do the last repetition. Breathe out. Breathe back in, reset, full range of motion. And then we have to complete sets 2 and 3. So we take a short break and reset the equipment and then go back. Or you can just stay on that equipment and work backwards, all right? Whatever you want. And then we do the treadmill for 15 minutes. Do your incline, increase the speed, do what you do, and that will wrap it up. Great job.